signal to noise. Today we've got the Keeley DDR. So the DDR is a compact pedal with two sides, the right hand side being an overdrive with a couple of switchable options, and the left hand side being either delay or reverb. So you can't use the delay and the reverb at the same time, but you can use one or the other in conjunction with the overdrive. On the left hand side here, you've got a switch that will take you between the delay setting and the reverb setting. On the delay, the second switch gives you either a digital style delay or an analog style delay. And on the reverb setting, it gives you either a plate or a spring style reverb. Also worthy of note is that the time control on here, when you set this to the reverb, actually works as a tone control for the reverb. So the first thing we're going to do is show you a few of the settings from the wet sound so you can get an understanding of how well it works for the various options you might want to use that for. So the next thing we're going to do is show you how the two overdrive settings sound. The switch on the overdrive sound goes between a blues breaker style and a tube screamer style overdrive. Other than that, you've just got the standard drive, level and tone controls. Worthy of note is that there's no overdrive or reverb in the amp, so the reverb that you're hearing on some of these settings is actually coming from the wet side of the pedal. So, in summary, I think this is a really useful pedal. The drive sounds are good, the wet side gives you far more range than you would ever really need. We have been criticised in the past for maybe not showing the extremes on pedals like this. The fact is, if you go to 10 on any of these dials, you're way outside the range that you're going to need to use. There are a couple of extra options on the pedal which we haven't discussed. There is a trail switch on the right hand side which goes between a true bypass and a what they call trails bypass, which essentially means that when you turn the pedal off, anything that's left of the reverb or delay trail will carry on. There's also an option to use the in and out like an effects loop, so you can in theory put something like a tremolo or a flanger or something in between the wet side and the drive side if you wanted to do that. You could also in theory use the drive in front of your amp and use the wet stuff in the effects loop of your amp, which might be really cool if that's the sort of thing you're into. Hopefully this has helped. Hopefully it gives you a good understanding of whether it's a pedal that might work for you. If it has, please do just give us a like, click subscribe and hit the bell so that you'll be notified when more stuff comes out from us. Thanks. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing scary eyes, but I've watched stuff back where I thought I was doing scary eyes and the eyes were fine.
Yeah. You done?
Yeah, I think so.